As you take your seat this morning, noticing that there is awareness and experience, and consciousness and what appears through consciousness or in consciousness. And awareness allows experience to be, and allows the myriad forms and expressions of life to exist for us, to be known, to appear. And this wakefulness is endemic to your nature. It is here all the time throughout all your experiences. It's here when you're aware of it and when you're not. We can always notice what's appearing as body or in body, in the mind, through the senses. And we can notice that it is appearing. And everything we ordinarily take ourselves to be, that we identify with and grasp onto or try to get rid of and push away, all of this is appearing and disappearing moment by moment. And yet something is here, aware of it all, or allowing it all to come and go. A silent background or a stillness underlying all experience, a space in which everything happens, or that which allows even space to appear. And you can't see awareness as an object, but awareness allows all objects to appear. You see through it. So if on a elemental level, you could just rest here, aware of changing appearances, aware of the coming and goings of momentary phenomena, the pleasant and the unpleasant, thoughts and feelings and sensations, emotions and reactions and states of mind and sense impressions. And you can also connect with the breathing, the breath sensations to help you stabilize in this wakefulness, to help you remain here or remain in awareness of being here because you're always here. And let the arc of the in-breath and the arc of the out-breath be center stage in awareness, and just letting everything else happen around it. And whatever's happening in experience is a perfectly valid object of meditation, of contemplation, or of awareness. In a sense, you are awareness, you are consciousness or being, and all of experience arises and passes within you, including this body and mind, including everything that we call experience. And breathing in, aware with breathing in. And breathing out, aware with breathing out. And of course, breathing with just what's appearing moment by moment, letting everything take its natural course. Not trying to make anything happen or unhappen. And often thought worlds will just appear. You can notice they appear in the space of awareness. And when we see in this way, their thoughts are just like anything else. Come and go due to conditions. They're not defining, or in fact, they're very fleeting and evanescent. They're have very little substance. And when you do notice that you're kind of captivated by some thought world and lost in it, as soon as you notice and attend to it, then it becomes again an object in awareness, becomes featured. It's appearing now and not defining anymore. Now it's included. And you can return to the breathing or just see what arises next. So hello everyone. This is our second to last day. Tomorrow is our last day of the morning meditations, which we've been doing pretty much since the shelter in place began, at least out here in Northern California. And I want to say a few things this morning about practicing on your own, and ways to support you in doing that, or ways for you to support yourself in doing that. Now, hopefully you have some momentum from these sessions, which was the intent of holding them, and so that you could get in the habit of practicing daily and feel the support of others in doing so. And also so that you could internalize and understand the practice instructions. And because once you have internalized the basic instructions, once you know how to practice, then you are independent in that sense. Okay, you can rely on yourself and rely on your own understanding, and also reapply the instructions when you need them as you're sitting and as you're living too. So that's also very important, actually, that you practice without listening to somebody, so that you are the one who needs to remember, oh, what do I do with this? Or now how do I practice? Or what's the instruction again? And it has to come from you. Of course, the written instructions are on the Sunday Sangha website, so you can always refer to them. But I want to make another point, which is quite important. Anytime you sit in meditation, anytime you practice, you can evoke or reflect on and think about all of the people from this community, hundreds of people, uh, probably, over 1,000 kind of coming in and out at various times, but all over the world. And that's just this group that has been sitting here in the mornings. But you can think about all those people practicing. When you sit, maybe you're in your own apartment or your house, and you're sitting alone, and you can evoke this group, and oh, I'm sitting with all these other people also practicing. And not only that, but all of the people from other extended practice communities. If you think of all the people meditating around the world, even at the current time, a huge number of people in various traditions cultivating. Yeah, so you can evoke that as well. And you can also reflect on the tradition, all the great teachers and masters who have come before us and passed on these teachings. You are in the line or the stream of these practice traditions, and you can evoke that as well when you sit. So not only are you not alone in the current time, but you are connected to all the contemplatives who have practiced in this way. And that's a worthy reflection, even, and you can engage that in whatever streams or traditions that you've been a part of. Yeah. And I think that is a very useful reflection to do as you sit, because we never practice alone, just because in a way, the nature of consciousness or awareness is, it includes all of it. So there's an essence level in which you're not alone, but also on this level of what you're connected to when you practice. So I want to encourage you to really engage in your own version of that reflection, or even just for a moment to touch into it, because that can be very supportive as you practice through the ups and downs of life. And that's one of the most powerful things about practicing like this, as we practice regardless of the conditions. And that's how it really starts to cook and stabilize, and all of life can start to be included in it. So, of course, we will still be sitting tomorrow together, and I really do hope that this is just the beginning of your next 6-month practice period. Of course, we'll be meeting on Sunday nights, and you can always bring your practice question on Sundays. Yeah, you can email in advance sometimes. Some of those I'll be able to address. And then in the group, you can ask your emails and ask your questions and really ask, because that was still available as a way to support you in refining your understanding and your view, and your support you in practicing. Okay. Thank you all. And I will see you tomorrow. And the talks from the past couple of weeks are posted on the YouTube channel if you, some people were asking about those. All right.